feel like making a juice, and what I'm going to use is this much parsley, flat parsley, a bit of fennel, one green apple, one red delicious apple, organic, an orange, 2 celery stalks, lemon, a little bit of ginger. And I was inspired by Mrs. Leafy Greens to put in the fennel, so hopefully that'll be a good addition. Right, and it smells really good. Looks like a nice little detox juice. Just about fits. All right, and the verdict. It's actually the first time I put fennel in my juice. And I will have to tell you, this is a winner. This is a real winner. I would really urge you to try this if you can. I mean, it's really mild. It's very mild, but very citrusy. It's really a refresher. Really good drink. Really good. All right, my husband really enjoyed this too. I gave him a shot of it, and it's pretty good. I want to say it kind of tastes like Gatorade, a lemon lime flavor, but better. You know, just it's a really great drink. All right, you gonna play? Mm-hmm. Wow! Wow!
I'm Murray.
You are Murray from the Wiggles. Good going, Murray. Hi everybody, I'm back. I just wanted to update you on the little lost dog. She is back home with her owners, so we're really happy about that. And we kind of did something a little tricky, I guess. But we had kept her here while we were putting up all the, Craigslist ads and the posters and the whatnots, and trying to talk to the complex people and the managers and whatnot. And we just couldn't find anybody to claim her. And I registered her on, the shelters locally, and I wasn't getting a response at all. And I thought, I know that the first 3 days are really critical for an owner to find their dog. Okay, so what we did was we decided, especially since she really wasn't getting along really well with Bella or in our home, we said, you know what? We talked to the shelter, and we left her at one of the shelters. And we said, you know what, if they don't claim her within 72 hours, we'll go back and get her, and then we'll keep trying. And in the meantime, I actually made an appointment with her with the no-kill shelter that was willing to adopt her out, if she wasn't claimed. And so, but that wouldn't have been until the 28th, so we would have had to really rotate her in our homes until then and just keep her alive, I guess, but in any case, when I went into the shelter to get her yesterday, because it had been 72 hours, they told me that they're really, really glad. The owner was really, really glad and grateful that we had brought her into that shelter, because that was the first place that they looked. And I don't know why they didn't add ads or any of the ads or anything, but okay. And then the shelter didn't update me when I registered her about her being found. So that kind of stinks too, because I had to drive all the way down there. But in any case, she was claimed. They brought her shot records in and everything, and they reunited them. So she's back home again, yay. And since she got out the first time, I told my son to watch out for her again, because if she's gotten out of her place of residence once, she may do it again. So just be looking out for her, and hopefully maybe they'll keep a watch on her this time, maybe get her microchipped. So anyway, there's that part. And I wanted to show you something else. All right, the kids and I are going to be going shopping here in a little bit. I'm going to take the first $50, although I'm not starting my Vegan for Less journey until Saturday. On Saturday, I'm going to do it. I'll start it then. But there's a Food for Less in town. They have store closings, and so there's like 50% off of everything in the store. And so I was going to take the first 50 and see if there's anything that I could use out of there for the first week that I could get, for cheap on my budget. That way I could stretch it out as much as possible, because on this journey of Vegan for Less, I'm going to be looking for the best deals possible, so that I can stretch my dollars and end up with more of a donation for the cause, which is living on $1 .org, you know, raising funds. So anyway, let's go down to Food for Less and see what they have. Also got a new water bottle yesterday, and I really like it. It's empty. Okay, so we actually left without buying anything because, you know, once you only have a certain, you know, a set amount like that, where usually I'll go and I'll have like a figure that's a rounded figure, and if I go over it, you know, I'll deal with that. But really trying to keep it under 50 and a lot less than that, really. You know, it's for one thing, it looked like their shelves were empty, but there were a lot of shelves that still had a lot of stuff on it. But it was stuff that I probably wouldn't buy, like I don't know, they had closeout on Crystal Light or on Clamato juice. I'm like not gonna buy that stuff just because it's cheaper. And and then, you know, there were a lot of things that were on the shelves that didn't seem like they were on sale at all. It just seemed like maybe they cost twice as much to begin with, so that when they brought it down, it was still a little bit more than what I could buy those items for somewhere else. So I said, you know what, I'm not going to waste it. I'm not going to waste the amount of money that I have. In fact, if I even pay, there was this one huge bottle of this hot sauce that I thought I could probably use during my time of 30 days of vegan for less. And but it was like $2, right? And I know I've seen that same bottle for like 97 cents at Walmart. So I'm like, you know what? An extra $1 on this. I mean, yes, I can buy it and walk out, but the thing is that all of a sudden now it's hitting me that if I spend an extra $1 on this, gosh, you know, that's $1 that it takes for somebody to live on down there in Peña Blanca, Guatemala. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna like throw it out when I can get it for less. So I thought, no, I really have to make an effort. I can see how this is gonna be a very thoughtful month, and how I'm really gonna be considering all the money that I spend on my food, because I have a lot of choices up here in a first world country, and I think I may be taking some of that for granted. So this is going to be a very cool month as far as like learning things and going on this journey. So anyway, I didn't spend anything there, but I'm going to be more thoughtful about it, and I'll go shopping in the next day or so for the things that I need to start on Saturday. All right, everybody, thanks for hanging in there with me. Have a good day. Oh, there were a couple of interesting items that I saw in the freezer, and one of them was a mango. No, I'm sorry, not a mango. It was an apple cashew apple. I guess it was a fruit that comes from the tree where they get the cashews from, and they were in the freezer, which I've never seen them before. And I guess they're pretty good for certain things, but I'm totally unfamiliar with it, so I didn't want to spend the money on it. And then it's like $3 for a little tiny bag, and until I'm familiar, I don't want to spend the money on something that's just going to sit there because I don't know anything about it and I'm freaked out to eat it. So I didn't get that. And there was like a La Rosa flower or something like that, something else, another bag, and they were all frozen. I don't know anything about those either yet. So I do know that they pickle them sometimes, and they are a South American, you know, diet staple, but I don't know anything about them again, and so I didn't buy them. So I'm going to do some research on those things. But anyway, just thought I'd mention them.